we will take over the microphone for this whole hour. And this week we have students from SMK Air Hangat. And without further ado, I would like to pass the microphones to both of them to introduce themselves.
All right. My name is 𝐓𝐞𝐿, but you can call me Mika or anything you guys comfortable about.
My name is Muhammad Haziq bin Zainal Abidin. You can call me Haziq.
Okay, so we have Mika or Adam. Can I call you Adam for this one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, right. So we have Adam and Haziq in the house. And I think we already have a song that we're going to play for our listeners, right, guys? For this one. Alright, so what is the song we're going to play from David Bowie? Maybe Adam, you want to give a guess?
The Man Who Sold the World.
Alright, so we're gonna play, and right after this we're gonna jump into our topic of the day. Maybe Haziq can just tease a little bit of the topic.
Yes, today we're talking about movies.
Movies. Alright, movies sounds fun. Alright guys, stay in tune.
Up on the stair, we spoke of was and when, although I wasn't there.
Back with me, Haziq and Adam, on Teenbeat Langkawifm. Yes, it's for you. Today, we're talking about something that's become exciting again where we live, which is going to the movies.
Yeah, because for a while we couldn't really do that. Our only movie theater shut down, and honestly, I feel like the end of an era.
I still remember the few days before it closed down. The both of us were eagerly waiting to watch this movie that was gonna come out. It's called Chainsaw Man, and you don't know how devastated I was at the time. I mean, it was a few days away from airing. Like, just how bad is my luck, you know?
Oh, thankfully, it didn't take me too long for a new company to come and take it over. Maybe you're like, isn't that as bad as you make it out be?
But I still never got to watch that movie to this day. Well, since the reopening, I've actually been watching movies in theaters again. I thought I was never gonna have that experience in Langkawi ever again, bro.
It's not even just a movie. It's buying snacks, trying to get good seats, you know? Seeing people react at the same time.
And trying not to get stuck behind someone who's 6 feet tall.
Yeah, that's true. Cinema struggles.
So today, we're talking about some of the movies we've watched since the theater reopened. What about you, DJ? Have you seen any movies?
Yes, I have, of course. Actually, I just watched 𝐓𝐞𝐞𝐭 about 2 days ago, but of course not from the cinema, from a streaming app, because 𝐓𝐞𝐞𝐭 2 has just came out, right, recently, so I needed to recap from the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
We haven't had the chance to watch that one.
Maybe we can catch up soon.
yeah.
You know, super busy with SPM preparations and all.
Right. So that kind of like makes me a bit curious. How old are you guys?
We're 17.
Both of you?
Yes.
Yeah.
From which school? Okay, that wasn't a clever question. Since you already said SPM, right? Okay, so which class, if you want to share?
We're science stream students, so we're ST.
I see. Oh, okay. So we're gonna take a break, right? And what song are we gonna play after this?
Well, I think for the next song, it's a request by school dedicated to people at school, actually. It is called Wonderful by Oasis.
All right, let's go.
You are listening to Langkawifm now at 12:25 p.m. Teenbeat with Haziq
And Adam
from
SMK
SMK Air Hangat.
Okay, we will continue with our topic for today, which is movies that we watch after the movie theater reopen.
First up is Project Hail Mary, starring famous actor Ryan Gosling.
Oh, I've heard that people describe it as science fiction for people who miss optimistic sci-fi.
That's exactly it. The basic idea is that a teacher wakes up alone on a spaceship with no memory of why he's there.
Well, which is already terrifying for me.
And then he slowly pieces together that humanity's survival depends on this mission.
Well, I like how it balances the science stuff with the human side. Even if you're not a huge space nerd, you can still follow it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like homework. It feels like a mystery. Every time you think you figured things out, something new gets revealed.
Well, would you recommend it?
Definitely, especially if you like space stories that aren't all doom and gloom.
Well, okay, next movie, which is The Colony. I had a lot of expectation for this one because the director behind this, it is the same person behind the Train to Busan.
This one had a very different vibe.
Well, would you describe it?
I say it's more tense and bleak. The kind of movie where everyone looks stressed and you're wondering if things can possibly get worse.
And they do.
Exactly. It explores survival and what people become when resources are limited.
Those are the movies that make you think, would I survive in this situation?
And my answer is always a no.
Same. I probably trip over something in the first 10 minutes.
I actually have a question for you guys. So, would you rather, ask Adam first,
Alright,
would you rather be stranded alone in space or trapped in a zombie apocalypse?
For me, I would be, how do I say, stranded alone in space.
What?
Wow, okay, for Haziq.
I'll be stuck in a zombie apocalypse every time.
Wow, okay, so one person wants to be stranded in space and one on zombie apocalypse. Just tell me why. One reason why.
Well, in space, you have no chance of surviving. You'll die immediately.
Interesting.
In zombie apocalypse, well, zombie movies exist because there's a chance to survive.
Isn't it? That's what
Yeah.
they make a movie.
Really?
What about you? What do you think?
I don't think. I think I still have chance to be stranded in space.
Really?
He thinks he's a real trauma or something.
Oh, stand ready for my arrival.
Yeah, the technology might just help with that, right? With your
Yeah.
survivability. Okay. Anyway, let's moving on. We're gonna take a bit of a break. What song we're gonna play after this?
Helena by My Chemical Romance.
Okay, let's go.
Just like
Hey guys, you're tuning in 104.8 Langkawifm and it is now Teenbeat on segment Activate. Now, let's talk about one we actually watched together, Masters of the Universe.
I think what surprised me most about this movie was that it wasn't just 2 hours of He-Man swinging a sword around and shouting catchphrases.
Yeah, underneath all this fantasy action, it is really a story about identity.
The movie follows Adam, who's been separated from Eternia for years and has basically grown up away from the life he was meant to have. Then he's suddenly forced to confront this huge responsibility that he's never really asked for.
And that's something I think a lot of people of our age can relate to. Not the whole becoming the most powerful man in the universe part.
I mean, speak for yourself.
Yeah, but the feeling of not knowing exactly what you're supposed to be and then realizing that eventually you have to make it that choice by yourself.
I also like that Adam doesn't immediately become this perfect hero. Nicholas Galitzine plays him with a lot more acidity than I expected. He doubts himself, he hesitates, and sometimes he gets things wrong.
Which is actually makes the transformation into He-Man feel earned. It is not just the muscles that special effects. It's Adam deciding to step up when things get difficult.
And speaking of special effects, the movie absolutely leans into the weirdness of this universe. You've got magic existing alongside futuristic technology, giant battles, strange creatures, and all these larger-than-life characters. But somehow, it manages to make Eternia feel like a real place.
Skeletor was also the highlight for me. Jared Leto doesn't play him as an evil cartoon villain. There's this theatrical energy to him, but underneath, that is someone who's consumed by power and bitterness.
The movie also doesn't rush through its emotional moments. Some of my favorite scenes weren't the fights. They were the quieter conversations about duty, family, and what people choose to sacrifice for the people they care about.
Of course, it still delivers on the action. There are massive set pieces, sword fights, and movement where He-Man finally unleashes all that power you've been waiting to see. You know what he said before he said? By the powers of the Grayskull, I have the power.
Yes. But what I appreciated most was that it respected the audience enough to give us more than the spectacle. It understands that the coolest heroes aren't the ones who never struggle, they're the ones who choose to do the right thing even when they're scared.
And honestly, watching it in a packed cinema made those moments hit even harder. You can hear people cheering during the big action scenes and reacting during the emotional ones.
It reminded me why going to the movies is such a different experience from watching something at home. You get to share those reactions with everyone around you.
So, if you go in expecting nothing but nostalgia, you might be surprised. There's a lot of heart in the Masters of the Universe than I expected.
And if nothing else, it's a really fun movie to experience with friends. Stay with us on Langkawifm. Yes, it's for you.
Malaysia. Radio Malaysia. Radio Malaysia.
That was Slumber by OAG. I'm sure that brought a lot of memories for many people out there. Anyways, hey guys, welcome back. You are listening to Langkawifm now at 2:40 PM. Teenbeat with Haziq and Adam from SMK Air Hangat. To sum it all up, the things we've been talking about is the reason why I think having our local cinema back matters.
And people say, you can just stream it movies at home, and that's true.
But it's not the same.
At home, someone's checking their phone, pausing every 5 minutes to grab any snacks, or getting distracted by notifications.
In a cinema, everyone's focused on the same story at the same time. You can hear people laugh at the jokes, gasp during the twists, and clap when something amazing happens.
You end up sharing an experience with a room full of strangers.
And honestly, even bad movies can become great memories if you're with the right people.
I think we only really understood that after our local theater closed down for a while, we thought those movie nights was gone for good.
Then a new company came in and gave it another chance. Not every place gets that opportunity.
Which is why, if you've been thinking, maybe I'll check it out someday, maybe this is your sign.
Grab some friends after class, take your siblings, ask your parents if they want to see something over the weekend. Make an afternoon out of it. Because
cinemas don't stay open just because people say they love them.
They stay open because people show up.
Yeah, because people show up for the cinema, right? So,
Yeah.
what happened to ours before, Adam?
I think,
You went bankrupt or something.
yeah, they were bankrupt.
Basically, we lost our cinema, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you got to more say about it, perhaps?
Well, we already lost ours once. It will be heartbreaking to lose it again now that it's finally back.
So, if there's a movie that catches your eye, maybe skip waiting for streaming this time. Buy the ticket, get popcorn, and support the people keeping that screen lit for our community.
Who knows? You might discover your new favorite movie.
Or maybe you just walk away with a funny story and inside joke, and memories you'll still be taking years from now.
Either way, that's what going to the movies is really about.
Stay with us, so keep listening to Langkawifm. Yes, it's for you.
Alright, and this is Under the Bridge, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Let's go!
Radio Malaysia. 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 Radio Malaysia.
We are now finally at the end of the program Teenbeat with Haziq.
And Adam from SMK Air Hangat.
Thanks for listening to us talk about movies today. Support your local cinema, make some memories, and we'll catch you next time. Next month with student Sekolah Menengah Al-Baghiyatus Solihat.
And thanks for having us. Goodbye.
I'm not going to say goodbye yet.
Oh.
Because we are also going to shout out to all of our Langkawifm listeners. Thank you so much for listening. And for our Teenbeat producer, Cik Sabiha, our VMX, Nur Najiha, MCR Rizwan. And right after this, guys, we're going to go to Expressi with DJ Haris and kicking off with the segment Kongsi and the person who Langkawi calls by the name Abang Lee. So you guys can stay in tune to catch that one up. And this wraps up Activate. So maybe you want to say goodbye one more time?
Thanks for having us. Goodbye and Assalamualaikum.
Alright, Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Adam, and thank you, Haziq. And oh, by the way, we wrap up. I know you guys have one more song. What is it?
Next up is Let Down by Radiohead.
Alright.